Hello, my name is Jason Beach, and in this screencast we're going to look at Smart's notebook program. This program comes with your smart board, so if you have one installed in your classroom, you'll get this software installed on your computer as well. This is the software that you use to create interactive notebook files with the smart board. I'm going to go through the basic interface in this video, and then other videos I'm going to talk more about each individual item and kind of break down the different elements of those items. So just to get started, this is your basic canvas that you're going to be working with. On the right hand side here, this gives you access to all the slides that you can have. As you can see, I just have one slide. To add a new slide, I need to press this button right here. This allows me to add a new slide, and once I've added a slide, you can see that I can now page back and forward through my slides. This button right here allows you to undo any action that you have just created. The button next to it allows you to redo. This button allows you to delete the page, so if you don't want to use this page anymore, you can just simply, with it highlighted, press delete and it will actually delete the page. This folder icon here, as you probably guessed, allows you to open files. This item here allows you to save your notebook files. This item here allows you to look at a variety of screen sizes. For example, you can go full screen, or you can have a dual display mode, of course, and you can zoom in if you need to as well. This is your clipboard. This allows you to store a variety of items through copying and pasting. This red X allows you to delete items. It's grayed out right now because I have nothing here for it to delete. The camera icon is actually pretty unique. It allows you to take screen captures. For example, this will allow you to draw your own area of capture. This one will allow you to do a full screen capture. This one will allow you to do a windowed capture. And this one will allow you to do a freehand capture, which these are all nice elements to have in your teacher toolkit. This icon right here, this is the Smart document camera. You have to have the Smart brand document camera for this to work. If you have an Elmo or any other USB type document camera, this will not work. To create a table, you just use this icon, and it's the same design as you would use in other programs like Word or Excel or anything like that, where you can actually draw the table by filling in the cells. This icon right here allows you to go to the Smart Exchange. Smart Exchange houses a variety of notebook files that are free to download. You just have to create an account. This accesses the measurement tools, so you get access to the rulers, the protractor, compass, all those great tools that you could use. This icon right here, this is the selector tool. This allows you to select objects when you're working with them. These pins, obviously, if you haven't guessed yet, are the pen tools, and you can choose the different type of pen color that you want to work with. So if I want to write my name or something like that, I can do that with the pen tool. You also have more pen options to work with. For example, you have the crayon, which gives you a crayon effect when you write, as you've probably guessed, as well as the highlighter, the creative pen, and the magic pen. The magic pen is neat because it has the invisible ink. So over time, this ink will disappear. So switching back to the pens, and there you go. So the magic pen is a neat little trick to have for your students, and students actually enjoy using the magic ink. You also have different pen styles, so I can draw like this, and of course you have pen colors too, different pen style colors you can work with. Over here you have your color palette. It gives you access to all your line colors that you're working with. You have lines that you can actually use and create. And you have a transparency module that works well with objects. I'm going to go to a blank canvas, so I'm just going to click on my selector and then move over here and choose the first slide, which is the blank one. And I'm going to go ahead and just create an object. Now when you click on this object icon right here, you can see there's a variety of objects that are already available to you. And if you click down on this arrow, you can see there's a lot more that you can work with. So for example, I can click this circle, and when I click and hold, it allows me to draw a circle. And if I want to move this circle, I have to click the selector tool, because if I click up here and try to drag it, it's just going to still continue to make more circles. So I can use my undo button to remove those, and then go to my selector tool and then select the circle to move it. Now a real important note here, when you're working with these tools, to make sure that you practice going back and forth between the selector tool and the object creator tool or the pen, because if you don't, like I've demonstrated, when you try to move this object, you're just going to keep creating more objects. If I want to go in and say erase this, you may be tempted to grab the eraser, but if you notice when I grab the eraser, I cannot erase this object that I've created. Objects you cannot erase with Smart Notebook file. Pen annotations, you can. So if I write my name like that or write a J, I can actually come in and erase that with the eraser. But I cannot erase objects. So annotations I can erase, objects I cannot. To remove the object, I need to select it, and then from this drop down menu here, choose delete, or just simply press the delete on the keyboard. You have the paint bucket, which allows you to fill. So for example, I've already got an object created here. I can fill this object with the paint bucket by just clicking on the inside of it. And this button right here allows you to adjust the transparency. So if I have this object selected, I can adjust the transparency of the object by moving the slider back and forth. Over here on the right hand side, this allows you to switch the location of your tools. So if you're working with kindergartners or smaller children, you may want to bring that tool set down to the bottom of the screen so that students can access those. This gear allows you to access all the tools that you have, and you can customize your tool layout up here at the top. On the right hand side here, you have access by default to the page browser, which is this icon right here. If you want to switch this over to the left hand side, you can just press this button and it switches it over to the left. The photo frame here gives you access to the gallery. When you download the Smart software, you have almost 7,000 items within the gallery, and of course you can download a lot more of those from the Smart Exchange. The paperclip allows you to attach files. This icon right here allows you to access fill effects and object animation, and even page recording. There's a built-in screen recording program within the Smart Notebook file. And the puzzle piece gives you access to the add-on feature, which is new in Smart's Notebook 11 program. So this is the basic interface of the Smart Notebook program. In other videos, I'm going to talk more specifically about each object and how you can use those in the classroom.